This statement for at least the last 30 years has been completely incorrect, and I got the proof. And this proof is directly on the miamidade.gov website. So, in 1996, here's what happened. Bill Clinton was running against Bob Dole. Bill Clinton won 57% over 37%. In 2000, Hanging Chad era, where we had George Bush and Al Gore, Miami-Dade voted for Al Gore, 52% to 46%. That election still went the wrong way because of interference. Let's do it again. 2004, we have that guy again, George Bush, and we even had Miami voters saying dumb stuff on the radio like, I wouldn't vote for the other guy because he had two first names. That other guy, John Kerry. And Miami still went 40,000 votes to 36,000 votes in favor of Democrats. Let's get into some modern tabulation, where we had John McCain, war hero, Barack Obama, first black mix, whatever you want to say. Guess what happened? The turnout was amazing, 57% to 41%. We turned out as heavily for Kamala as we did for Barack. So what happened? Let's do it again. This time we have Mitt Romney. The GOP is really bad at picking vice presidents. Anyway, we have Mitt Romney and we have Barack Obama. 61% to 37%. And Mitt Romney was actually a pretty good candidate, his VP though. And that brings us to our first shit show with that guy versus this woman. Who was the better candidate? And guess what happened? What did Miami choose? We chose her, 63%. So now we've seen an election with a black person and we've seen an election with a woman. And both times, the turnout was amazing. Let's do it again. He's running again. This guy who said he wasn't going to run after his kid died decided to run because this guy was winning. And guess what happened? 53 to 45. Why this? Because y'all, what happened in 24 happened in 2020. Thank God for the mail-in votes then. So, given this historical data, this don't make no damn sense. Who? We had so many first-time voters in my precinct, young and old. People who were so excited to come out and vote. So many. I'm talking so many. Like, we were celebrating every time there was a first-time voter. And at one point, it was like back to back to back to back. And again, all this before 4 o'clock. So, no. Miami-Dade was not red. When I say we are a pretty mixed community, even though the language is different sometimes here, even that's mixed. No, I disagree. And I will stand by the fact that that spaceship USB may have had something to do with it.